Hey everybody, Steve Wright here with SCDlifestyle.com, and today I just wanted to sit down and tell you a little bit more about my history. I think that everybody has a tipping point in their history digestively in which things went from good to bad or bad to worse. My tipping point was sophomore year in college when I collapsed at work. I was taken to the hospital, subject to a battery of tests that nobody likes. And the prognosis came back that my digestive tract was overpopulated with L. bifida bacteria. And how this happened was I was taking Bactrim DS, which is a broad spectrum antibiotic, for my acne for close to 5 years. And it did its job by killing off a lot of good bacteria as well as all the bad bacteria, and allowed L. bifida, which is a good bacteria, to really aggressively overpopulate my system. Basically at that time the doctors told me there wasn't a whole lot I could do, just kind of wait it out and my body would correct itself. So I went back to my college lifestyle, which was full of healthy habits such as partying, eating deep fried foods, and going out to the restaurants all the time. So after college, I was overweight and out of shape because of my unhealthy lifestyle, and I got back to my old ways of before college. I was big into athletics, weightlifting, supplementation, and just generally exploring the body's limits and being healthy. So I really was working on my health for a couple of years and getting physically in a lot better shape, but digestively I was just declining. It just wasn't getting better. During this time I was diagnosed with classic IBS symptoms from several doctors. And I think every time I got this diagnosis, it was kind of like a get out of jail free card, in the fact that all the research I would do, there was like nothing I could do. It was just something that I had to live with, so you might as well accept it, suck it up, and go on with life. And at this time, my symptoms were horrible gas all day long. I mean, smelly, painful gas, lots of cramping associated with probably gas or my stomach after eating. I was going to the bathroom 1 to 6 times a day, usually very loose stools or diarrhea. And it just, digestion was always on my mind. I was always embarrassed by it, and it just was not a fun time. Now, late last year, I was in a big city doing the consulting lifestyle. I was doing a lot of happy hours, flying quite a bit, traveling for work and eating out all the time, and my health just started to deteriorate even more. And it was during this time in which I talked to Jordan one night, and he kind of verbally slapped me and said, "Look, man, you need to get out of this mindset that you have IBS and there's nothing you can do about it. There's something you can do about it. You need to read this book, Breaking the Vicious Cycle by Elaine Gottschall, and then let's talk some more." And this kind of perked my ears and interested me, because no one had ever told me that something could be done about IBS and all these problems I was having. So I went out, got the book, read it, and I was amazed. I was like, wow, there's this cycle that I've been stuck in for years now, and here's a way out of it. In the past, like I said, I thought this was normal. It was IBS. Everyone my age, quote, has beer shits, right? Everyone pees out of their butt. Blame it on the beer, blame it on the food. But here was somebody else, another opinion, saying that no, it's not that. It's something else. So I really was all gung-ho about it until I researched it a little bit more and found out that I was going to have to cook every meal from scratch. There's no more eating out, no more drinking, got to give up the coffee, etc., etc. And I was like, I'm done. Not going to happen. Maybe I can do some sort of low-carb approach. So that's what I did. For several months, I experimented with low-carb diets. I kind of accumulated some cooking stuff, played around, and I started seeing some results just from doing that. And so that kind of reinforced the fact that maybe I need to do this diet. If I can see a little bit of results from just messing around, if I take this serious, I could probably, correct whatever's going on in my body. Even while I was messing around, I was still getting worse digestively, and at this point, Jordan was like, "Dude, just try this diet, do this diet," and I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I need to. It's time to do it." So I made a 90-day commitment with him to do the diet. And I started that in January 2010. I've chronicled my entire journey on our blog, scdlifestyle.com, and it's been an amazing experience. It's not that hard to cook. I learned really fast. You really don't need all the utensils you think you need, and the mental energy and clarity and focus I've gotten on this diet, let alone, I don't have gas anymore. I don't smell anymore. I go to the bathroom like once a day. It's amazing. There's no more sprinting to the bathroom. It's so awesome. Like, if you're having any sort of digestive disorder problems, I don't even know if you can imagine how well you can feel, because that's how good I feel. And if you followed my story, you know that I've done some experimenting, good and bad, and made a lot of mistakes. And so the fact that I can feel this good close to 5 months in should give you reassurance that don't repeat all my mistakes, and you'll be feeling better than what I am right now. So once again, go out and get Breaking the Vicious Cycle by Elaine Gottschall. Read it, start the SCD diet, and it'll do wonders for you. So take care, and thanks for stopping by.